with the staggered. It's okay. Just make sure that you're efficient from there, and you do a good job. All right, you don't do the too short step. You do the big step at the finish, right? It's not really all that bad. Crossover might be a hair too big, and then so again we talk about angles, right? So in that there's space between that back hip and the foot. That doesn't help generate power with that hip, right? So what do? Basically, your brain says, I don't really want to throw from here. This isn't going to feel very powerful. So you reset, right? All right, we just got to rework our arm path a little bit, right? Have you done the J path? And here's where it all starts. See the last move, like right here, I like it, okay? So we got that nice pre-pass triangle going. Okay, what do you do right before the throw? Well, you drop it, but then you kind of push it back, right? So when you start here, you have the nice triangle, but then you start to push the ball back. So what does your elbow do? See how it kind of tucks in right there? Right? Different guys do different. Like I like that ball right there in the middle of the sternum. Some guys will put it back a little bit, and there's issues that come with that, especially if you put it back too much. Some guys will do this, some guys will do this, and then some guys will do that, where they like pin their elbow arm back, right? So you just let that elbow tuck in, but that throws off the whole rest of your arm path. Makes sense? What your arm does. I would rather see you start in the middle, and then with the J path, I'm talking about when I say that, and like let the elbow lead. Right now you're letting the ball almost lead. Let the elbow lead the way back, right? You ever shot a bow and arrow? Yeah, you do it like that, or like that. No, there, when the elbow leads, right? It's the same kind of thing. We gotta feel the scap load right there. That shoulder blade's gotta pull back into the spine a little bit. And the only way to do that, we can't do that like this. Definitely go like that, right? We gotta let that elbow lead. And then when we get that good retraction right there, and that load, then the rotator cuff can do what it's supposed to and rotate. So it can rotate my arm, elevate it, and accelerate it over that shoulder. That makes sense? When we do this, it's just almost like it's almost like backswing, forward swing, like talking like golf terms or something like that, right? I want a circle, right? So I don't have to stop. Because if I go from one position A to position B, whether that position B is good or not, it still has to stop before it reroutes and goes back to the target. Makes sense? That's not going to be nearly as fast and explosive as if it's that circle, right? Because then it can just continue to gain speed, accelerate, and all that good stuff. Yeah, let that elbow lead a little bit, and that should flatten it out. Think flat separation, right? So we don't want up, we don't want down, we just want flat. And everybody's going to be a little different, and that's okay, but there's got to be a range. Makes sense? So you see how that elbow is just kind of tucked underneath you a little bit? So you got to get really super steep. That's not, like, these aren't bad positions here, but it doesn't matter if they're good positions if we got to them the wrong way. You know what I mean? Got to be efficient as we do that. And so with the arm having to get steep, it makes you kind of come off the ground a little bit. Really good extension right there. That's why you should probably throw the ball pretty good, but let's work on that backstroke to where we can lead with the elbow and be more like back and through. Like that bow and arrow. You pull the bow back, you shoot the arrow through. We're going to pull the arm back and shoot the arm through. Make sense?